going on, everyone? This is Nate the Great coming to you live from the Sportsstatus podcast. I should be having Brian Snow joining in a little bit to be special guests. This is actually going to be a live reaction show as the NFL announces some of the new schedule for the 2021. I'm going to be doing a live reaction to that. So everybody, before we get started with the thing, I will let you know, give you a live reaction. Now, there's two things I want you to keep in mind. One, I know that there's been leaks. I know some schedules have already been announced. I get that it's week one has been announced and all that kind of stuff. I don't care. Because now some of the leaks and some of the stuff that may have been said before the actual show happens may be false. I say that because it is exactly what happened last year. They said last year as a leak before the actual schedule has been released that the Denver Broncos were going to play the Las Vegas. That didn't happen. We played the Titans. It was Monday Night Football, but we played the Titans in week 1. So that's something I'm going to be keeping in mind. And this will be important for future shows because I will be writing this down as we get more information. So with that being said, first things first, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be playing the Dallas Cowboys in week 1 as the Thursday night opener. So just a little bit of a stat. As we got Brian Snow here to come on. Brian Snow, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well as well. Now I know the schedule's going on right now. Like I told the audience, there's two things to remember before watching. For two things to remember. One, all the stuff that had been released this morning. I honestly don't care about that because there are some things out there that could be false. So
that's why I waited.
Two future shows. I'm going to be writing this down. I'm going to be writing this down for future episodes.
Okay.
So, how did you feel about Thursday Night Football as they just announced it?
I'm sorry. What Thursday Night Football? I'm usually asleep.
Thursday Night Football. Dallas Cowboys will play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in week 1.
Who the hell made that scenario up? You mean to tell me that they're going to allow the mediocre Dallas Cowboys to go into the house of the world champions? That's an annihilation happening in the first 15 minutes.
Realistically, if they repeat, if Dak Prescott should be back. So if they
who cares? Dak Prescott is not a good quarterback.
I'm going to give a way too early prediction. I'm not going to say it's a blowout. But Bucks win this one.
I'll give a way too early prediction myself. Bucks 55, Cowboys -2. How about that?
I'm going to go Bucks 30. And then I'll go Cowboys
2. I just gave you a score.
I'll go 28.
28?
Yeah. I only say that.
No.
I only say that because Dak Prescott last year has had those fourth quarter comebacks.
Here's the problem.
Really
here's the problem. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys don't know how to, wait for it, run the football.
True, I get that. But even with the passing game, I'm gonna go off on a hot take. I say fourth quarter fourth quarter, we're going to see 3 touchdowns by the Cowboys, and they will still lose.
No, fourth quarter, we're going to see 3 touchdowns in 7 minutes by Tampa Bay, and everybody walks off. It'll be 21-14 at halftime, 28-14 at the end of 3, and then Tom Brady will go off for about 5 minutes. Then he'll take the rest of the night off. It ain't going to be much of a game. And this is from a fellow who doesn't like Tom Brady, but I know a mismatch when I see one. This is a mismatch.
I don't like Tom Brady either. That's why I'm going with my decision. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I do live in the area, but I'm not a Cowboys fan.
I hate the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys as much as I hate the Chicago Cubs.
Ooh, another news. Another news just broke out. Monday Night Football. We're only going to be expecting 1 game this year. The Baltimore Ravens will play the Las Vegas Raiders.
Why?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Why is Baltimore making that trek to Vegas?
Who the fuck was going to be in Baltimore?
So, wait, hold on. I didn't hear that.
Repeat that again, honey.
No, I'm good.
She won't say it.
I didn't even hear it.
You didn't. Moving on, please.
Okay. Ravens will play the Raiders, and I'm going with the loss on this for the Raiders.
I'm going with a tie. I don't care about either one of them.
So this is expected to be the first NFL game at Allegiant Stadium with fans. So fans will be attending this game. We'll probably have
about 70
more fan base outside of Dallas in this game. If I had to give away too early score prediction, 28-14 Ravens.
28-28. It ends at a tie. Because you know the Raiders. They'll do something screwy. They'll get themselves back in the game. They'll have a chance to win it, and they'll blow it. It's the Raiders we're talking about. Oakland, Los Angeles, doesn't matter.
I'm also going to go off on an early hot take, and I'm going to say that the Raiders at most will win 3 games this year, maybe 4.
You see my prediction.
2.
2. This is the Raiders. This is the Raiders. Does that tell you anything?
I mean, I feel that way about Detroit, but we'll talk about that more later.
I love it.
Detroit,
I love it.
Detroit's, as I said, I've said this on the show many times. Detroit Lions, they have only won 1 playoff game since 1957. And that was in 1991.
And it occurred in 1991 against the Cowboys, where Eric Kramer went wild and the Cowboys didn't know what hit him. And then the next year, the Cowboys went to Detroit in the Silverdome in the regular season and smacked them around.
Oh, so I don't.
And yet people tell me I don't know my football.
For the Ravens, sorry, not the Ravens. The Ravens in this one, I don't think they're. I'm going to go again, early hot take. I have a lot of them. I don't think the Ravens will make the playoffs this year. They don't have a really good wide receiver to do that.
I'll piggyback off of that. The Ravens won't make the playoffs, and the biggest reason will be the regression of Lamar Jackson.
I think he doesn't have they picked up Sammy Watkins. That's going to be their number one. Really?
Yeah, but who's going to throw to him?
Yeah, I don't see it.
That is my question. The regression of Lamar Jackson will be the reason the Ravens are going to fall flat on their face.
No, I don't think that they're going to go anywhere near that first round pick this year. Does that get mentioned? Does Bill get mentioned for MVP? His stats are just like Curry.
No, hell no. Hell to the no. Who the hell is Bradley Beal anyway?
So I'm gonna go no as well, and I'm only saying that. I'm saying that because of the team he's on, and it's not really their team's not doing well. I mean, they're probably going to make the playoffs at that number 10 seed. It's because
no, they're not
of the popularity of the team, popularity of that team. It's not
You're joking, right?
Popular as the Golden State Warriors.
That's because the Warriors are going to beat the hell out of the Lakers and put us all out of our misery.
Okay, Harden got MVP and his team was trash a while back.
Okay. Hey, John, listen to me carefully. James Harden has been a piece of trash since he got to Houston. He's been a bigger piece of trash since he got to New Jersey. Next.
Ooh. Oh, no, they showed a picture. Never mind. So, he does have another comment. It's about the Patriots. Patriots will surprise a lot of people with all their opt-out players returning, and I actually agree with that. I don't think they're going to win the division. I don't think they're going to win.
If Cam Newton is the starting quarterback, forget it.
I don't think they're going to win the division, but I think they're going to surprise a lot of people.
8 wins at best.
I'm going to go 10.
8. If Mac Jones starts, yes. I will say this. If Mac Jones starts ahead of Cam Newton, then I see him winning 10.
I don't trust Mac Jones, though. Cam Newton, okay, but
I don't trust either one of them.
He does have the weapons.
Yeah, can he use them?
He does have all his opt-out players returning. With Buffalo, Buffalo's going to win this division no matter what. Now they're
by 4 games.
I'm going to go, I think, by 1.
4.
Maybe 2. Maybe 2.
I don't trust anybody else in that division except the Buffalo Bills. Now, I can't say that aloud, knowing one of my good friends is Richmond Webb, former All-Pro for the Miami Dolphins. It'll come down to the second time Buffalo and Miami play. I'll be nice, Mr. Webb, because I got to have him back on my show again. I'll be nice and say it'll come down to the second time Buffalo and Miami crash heads.
Now, Miami's going to be is an upcoming team too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I still think this is going to be the Bills' division.
Yes.
But I can see there's a lot of AFC team. That AFC conference is stacked. There's a lot of teams that I think might get double-digit wins. Now, I don't see all of them getting double-digit wins, but I can see a lot of those teams getting double-digit wins this year that won't make the playoffs.
Like Pittsburgh?
I don't even think they're going to get double-digit wins.
Okay, maybe you answered my question.
9 or 8.
Yeah, that's about all I see.
Miami repeats exactly what they did last year. I can see that. I can see the Chargers doing it.
I see the Chargers pulling a surprise, and that's all I'll say.
I can see now Now, and this might be a homer take because now I know more of the schedule.
Go for it.
Leaked. But if I had to do
Mhm.
a ceiling floor prediction, now this isn't what my actual prediction, as something else just been announced. The Jaguars will play the Texans in Week 1.
Oh God.
Now this isn't a
The Jaguars
game.
and the Jaguars. Why?
This is not a primetime game.
Oh, it's not a primetime game. Don't frighten me like that. There's one game we could avoid, honey. The Jaguars and the Texans.
Now I'm gonna go like what I was saying with my homer take. Now this isn't my actual prediction. But there's a lot of games I could see going either way for Denver this year.
Yeah.
Either being a loss.
Is that your team?
Win.
Is that your team?
Yes,
Denver?
it is. I'm a Broncos fan. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
There's a lot of games. As a matter of fact, there's 6 games that I don't see going either way. It's either an automatic loss or an automatic win.
Understood.
So at the most, my ceiling prediction for Denver Broncos this year is 14 wins, 3 losses. That's my ceiling prediction.
Okay.
Close this out. My floor prediction is 3-14, but my actual prediction is 7 wins.
I'll reserve judgment on that.
3 wins.
There's one game in week 1 that I am definitely going to pay attention to, and it's going to be how bad the defense of the Indianapolis Colts rips Russell Wilson to shreds.
Oh. Locke is a flip-flop quarterback. He is not consistent. We don't even know if he's going to be starting week 1, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Tebow will get 100 yards. Watch, LOL. The Bengals.
You mean 100 yards for the season?
Yeah. The Bengals would have drafted Sewell to protect the quarterback. Yeah.
When I did my draft show, I thought they were going to pick Sewell. I really thought they were going to pick Sewell. Ooh. And not only did Cincinnati pass on him, so did Miami. What?
Green Bay will play the New Orleans Saints, and that is going to be a 4:25 Eastern Standard Time game.
In week 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my prediction. And I keep forgetting you're saying 17 because the NFL added an extra game this year. Stupidly. I don't know.
I don't agree with it either.
I'm used to 16 games. When I first started watching, it was 14 until 1980 or 81 when it went to 16. But yeah, New Orleans will blow out Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers or no Aaron Rodgers.
Wow. Now I will say one thing, and now we're going back to the Tebow comment. Tebow will get 100 yards.
God.
Watch, LOL.
What, for the year?
I would laugh.
That's my comment. What, for the year?
The Texans that Watson's probably not going to. Watson's probably not going to play. I would laugh if it does happen and Tebow does get 100 yards of the game.
I would cry laughing if that happens. I will cry in laughter if that happens.
Should the NFL get rid of preseason games or just stick to regular seasons? We just saw that last season. They should keep preseason games.
Keep the preseason, please.
Now I know it's not going to be as much importance, but it will be, as we saw last year, with the whole training camp preseason thing. It's going to save a lot of people this season when it comes to a lot less injuries.
Yeah.
I think,
Oh, yeah.
especially with the San Francisco 49ers.
I got a hot take for you.
What?
The NFC goes through Santa Clara.
I see. Yeah, I can see that. I could see that.
The
I think-
NFC will go through San Francisco. I mean, Tom Brady is terrific. But Green Bay, Lambeau Field ain't Levi's Stadium. Okay, and we all know Aaron Rodgers sucks when it comes to the playoffs. 1-4 in NFC Championship games. There's your problem. It goes through San Francisco. It'll be close, but it'll go through San Francisco.
They didn't announce when. Okay, so they're showing Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus New England Patriots.
Week 4.
Week 4, okay.
And
So,
I'm going nowhere near that. I'm not touching that game. When I do my picks for week 4, I'm hiding under my desk for that game.
and that's an 8:20 Eastern Standard Time game.
Or not. Which means I'm going to have snacks in front of me, my wife with me, and we're going to watch that game and go, what the hell just happened?
Biggest disaster.
Like we did with the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because we got so into, the fact that Super Bowl was on, even though it was a pandemic year. And my wife and I sat and watched that game and looked and went, what the hell was that?
Yeah, this stat that I'm reading right now is normally good for the Patriots heading into this game. But this year it's not good for the Patriots heading into this game. Is that Tom Brady is 115-19 career in Gillette Stadium. So
That's why I'm not that is exactly why I'm not touching that game. I'm not even putting it on my picks.
I'm not going to make my picks yet because there's still some news, some trades that can go on after. Mac Jones will start by week 4.
I already know. I already have one guaranteed win for this. Mac Jones will start by week 4. Ooh, who said that?
John Suggs.
Hi, John. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Now, I want Homer feelings aside. This next question. Homer feelings aside, I cannot use the Broncos. I think you're a 49ers fan, so you cannot use the 49ers for this question. Now, this question is not which team do you think will get the most wins, but which team do you think will be the most exciting team to watch?
No comment.
Homer feelings aside for me.
Okay. Homer feelings aside for me. Besides the obvious answer, which is why Nate said Homer feelings aside, most exciting team to watch is going to be the Indianapolis Colts.
I agree with you. I mean, I agree. I actually was going to go with another team, sticking with the West, but not AFC. sticking with the West, but not AFC. I got to go with the Los Angeles Rams.
Are you out of your mind?
Only because of Matthew
They're going
Stafford.
to be boring.
Only because of Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, and how many times he's going to get sacked this year?
Not with that. Not with those weapons, and not with those offensive. Not with that offensive line.
Yeah, the problem is that offensive line is broken, and so is the system. I don't trust Matt Stafford, or as they called him in Detroit, Stat Patford.
Even so, you look at him when he was in Detroit. Look, Detroit has not had even with no offensive line, no weapons. Look at he still comes back and comes back in games.
I'll give you that.
He still comes back in those games. Now, All Sports All Plays ASAP Network. No, not me. Says winning the division. I'm assuming that is the Giants.
No. Who's going to win the NFC West? It's going to be San Francisco.
No,
by 3 games. Oh, he's talking about the East.
Yeah.
The Washington Redskins.
That's tough. Again, it's still early. I think that the winner will get more wins this year.
Who will get more wins this year?
I think the winner will get more than 7 wins this year.
Winner of the East is going to have 11. The winner of the East is going to have 11. Surprise team in the AFC is going to be the Colts.
Surprise team, either the Colts or the Chargers.
That would be a juicy AFC. That would be a juicy AFC championship game.
Colts Chargers.
You know what? If that happens, I'm taking my wife to Indy, and we're going to go see that game.
Ooh, hold on. I'm pausing this because the entire
if the Colts make the AFC championship game, I'm sorry.
The entire they just showed the entire New England Patriots schedule. So they start off in week 1. They play the Dolphins. Then they travel.
Oh God! Is it in Miami or is it in New England?
In New England.
Oh dear.
Then they travel and play the New York Jets.
Oh dear! Twice.
Then they go.
Oh dear.
Then they go back home, and they play the New Orleans Saints.
Zach Wilson is going to get brutalized in week 2.
No, this is the Patriots, not the Jets.
But I thought you said the Patriots play the Jets in week 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Week 2. I thought you were talking about week 3 in the Saints game. They play the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
They stay in New Orleans. They stay and actually go out and play a Sunday night football game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, again at home.
Oh boy.
And then they travel. They play the Texans next.
That's easy.
Cowboys.
Easier. Next.
The Cowboys is going to be a home game too.
In New England?
In New England.
Sorry for you, Dak Prescott.
Then they stay at home, play the Jets again.
Mm-hmm.
Play the Chargers away against the Chargers.
That's going to be a fun one. Against the
Carolina Panthers.
Oh boy!
That's away.
Mm-hmm. That's at Carolina.
Yeah, and then they go home. Week 10, they play the Cleveland Browns. The Atlanta Falcons.
Stop. Stop.
And that's also
Stop.
Okay.
Week 11, they play the Cleveland Browns.
Week 11.
Is that right?
No. That's week 10.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's week 10. Okay. Moving on.
Week 11 is a Thursday night game, and they play the Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh, short week. Short week.
Then the Titans at home.
Mm-hmm.
Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. Week 14 is bye.
New England's going to get crushed. New England's going to get brutalized.
Now, I will say one thing about week 15, though.
Okay.
The amount of time they have a Monday Night Football game against the Buffalo Bills, but then they have a bye week in week 14, and then they travel in week 15 and play the Colts.
Week 15. What's the date on that one when they go to the Colts?
Not announced yet. Probably Sunday.
We are going to Indianapolis and watch our Colts beat the hell out of the Patriots live.
All right, so week 16 they play the Buffalo Bills, and then the Jaguars at week 17. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, I take that back. Never mind. Week 18 they play the Miami Dolphins. I'm writing that down. I did not mean to phrase it like that. I did not mean to phrase it like that.
Nate, I've had that look too. I've had that look too when I look at a piece of information while I'm doing my show and I realize I read it wrong. Just like that, and I have the same look. Oh, they play the Jaguars. Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, I read it wrong because for some reason I was forgetting it was the Patriots, and I thought it was somebody in the AFC South division. I was thinking it was the Titans for some whatever reason. So I'm like, why in the world would they play? Why in the last game of the year would they play somebody not in the AFC South?
It's oh my gosh. Oh Lordy.
Okay, so Pats versus Dolphins. I should have been writing that down.
That's why we have copy and
I'll look it up later. If I missed it,
that's why we're in a copy and paste world, man.
Yeah, but
what
this
do
is a live
you
video.
Point?
Week 7. Week 7. The Cardinals will be playing the Texans. Happens
Oh God!
They play the Texans.
Is that in Texas or is that in Arizona?
At Houston.
Oh boy!
I think it'll be more of a blowout. I'm gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that now because if it was at Arizona, I think that it'd be a closer game than it would be at Houston because it's gonna be Watt and Hopkins are used to playing at Houston, so
I would trust Arizona, but I don't because Kyler Murray's been the starter for 2 years, and I haven't seen the consistency yet that he was supposed to develop under Cliff Kingsbury. And I got a hot take for you. Cliff Kingsbury is on the hot seat this year.
I agree. I agree.
Cliff Kingsbury
Pats will have
is on the
defense. Coming close in second will be the Chicago Bears.
Oh my Lord! I just saw a game, a Sunday night game that I am not going to do any tapings all that day. It is week 3, Green Bay at San Francisco. I feel so sorry for Aaron Rodgers.
So the Cardinals, even though I missed it because I wasn't paying attention. The Cardinals schedule they just announced the Cardinals schedule, but I missed it.
Mm.
So you said week 3. Week 3.
Week 3, September 26th, Sunday Night Football. Green Bay at San Francisco. And the 49ers are going to beat them to a pulp. Did you frighten the kitty again?
It depends. So let's talk about Green Bay for a second.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh. Rodgers will be hosting Jeopardy that game. LOL. Okay. So for that game,
Should we put the Jeopardy music on now, or do we do it that week?
That week, because I don't have it with me right now. So it should be an easy win for Green Bay, is what Freddie just said.
No, it's going to be an easy win for San Francisco.
Now, keep in mind, they just signed their quarterback today. Blake Bortles.
Who did?
Green Bay Packers. Blake Bortles.
Oh, Blake. So, yeah, Blake Bortles going to start.
Aaron Rodgers, he's going to be gone.
Aaron Rodgers is out of there. Yeah, I really believe that. Aaron Rodgers is out of there.
Even though if not officially yet, Aaron Rodgers is already out of there. So that means Packers are only going to have 2 quarterbacks on that roster. Say for a second, Jordan Love gets hurt. And
it means you trusted the rest of the season to Blake Bortles.
Yeah. What if Blake Bortles gets hurt and now there's no quarterbacks on that roster?
Quick prediction. What do you see? What's the number you see for Green Bay this year in terms of wins? I already got my number. In fact, I'm going to write it down now. I better use a fresh sheet because I got to keep that to-do list. No, here we go. You write your number down. I'm going to write mine down.
Well, I have mine in my head, but I'm writing down something else because the Rams will be playing the Lions. Rams will be playing the Lions in week 7.
The who?
Rams will be playing the Lions at week 7.
Who cares? Next.
So, do you want me to give my answer?
Yes.
It depends on who's starting at quarterback. Now, I said Aaron Rodgers will be gone. That's just for sure prediction. But if there's some miracle that Aaron Rodgers stays, I'm giving Packers 10 wins. Yeah,
here's my answer.
I was going to say Jordan Love starts this season.
It's 6.
I'm going less. I'm going 5.
Well, hell, we can make 5 the ceiling number and be done with it.
So Lions and Rams. Matthew Stafford has thrown the most touchdowns for a quarterback to have 0 playoff wins.
I thought you were going to say interceptions.
I would go 3 if Love is the quarterback. Yeah, I have to look to see exactly who they're all playing, but yeah, I gotta go 5. And Matthew Stafford has 282 touchdown passes. That's the record for a guy who has 0 playoff wins. I think that record is, if the Rams don't make if the Rams make the playoffs this year, see, I'm gonna go early prediction. I said this before here on the show. I have it being the Rams and the Colts for the Super Bowl this year.
You are out of your mind.
Lions will win.
The Rams?
Yeah.
No.
Lions easy win with their new coach and their the Lions, yeah, like I said earlier, Lions are gonna get 2 wins this year at most.
1.
I could see the Lions even going 0-16, and they'll be the first team to
I can see that too.
Twice.
I can see that too. But the Rams will not win the NFC West.
That's gonna be interesting. If Aaron Rodgers stays, this is gonna be interesting. If Aaron Rodgers goes, then that'll also be interesting because Aaron Rodgers will play Patrick Mahomes twice. But Packers and Chiefs will be in week 9.
Okay, this is where Patrick Mahomes gets his first 500-yard game.
I wrote down the name of the quarterbacks instead of the name of the teams. Rodgers, I was writing down Rodgers. I'm like, oh no. All right, so they are announcing the Packers schedule right now. They start off week 1. They start off playing the New Orleans Saints.
That's an L.
Then they travel week 2. It's a Monday Night Football game. I don't know why. Against the Detroit Lions.
That's a tie.
Then they go off and they play the 49ers.
And they're going to get crushed.
Sunday Night Football game too.
And the 49ers are going to crush them.
Week 4, they play the Steelers. Week 5, it's going to be away game, and it's going to be the Bengals. And then they travel from Cincinnati to Chicago.
And the Bears will beat them.
Then they go off play Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, real quick. They go off and play Washington at home. Cardinals will be a Thursday Night Football game. Then they go off. Then they go off play the Chiefs away.
Mm-hmm.
Then Seahawks.
That'll be fun.
Then they play the Vikings away. Then the Rams. Bye game. Bye week.
Bye week.
Chicago Bears Sunday night. Then the Ravens.
And then
the Browns are going to have a Christmas miracle because they play the Packers week 16 on Christmas. And then
Christmas Day football. Gotta love it.
Vikings will be the Sunday Night Football game. And then they travel week 18. They play Detroit.
They close the season with the Lions. Dear God.
So,
this
week 2. Week 2, Lamar Jackson will get his 4th loss against Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Because
they won't allow Lamar Jackson to run, and that's his only weapon.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have a good weapon. I will say one thing though, and I said against this earlier, but Sammy Watkins is who they got, and Sammy Watkins was a Chief.
Yeah, and Sammy Watkins wishes he was still a Chief.
I won't be surprised, even though I still think this will be a loss. I won't be surprised if Sammy Watkins gets a lot of yardage in this game.
He won't. Repeating my question. Who's throwing to him?
Lamar Jackson, who do you think is going to be on the decline?
I rest my case.
I agree with that. If Jordan Love is... Well, actually, no, I take that back. Because if Aaron Rodgers is not there, then it's going to be Chicago's division.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be an interesting game.
Which one?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they will have a home game against the Buffalo Bills. Week 14.
My lips are closed on that game. I know better.
The only thing I don't like about this, one thing I don't like about this is that the Bills will play at the Buccaneers.
Oh, it's in Tampa.
Tampa. It's in Tampa. And not to mention, Tom Brady in his career has only lost to the Bills 3 times. It'll
be 4. It'll be 4 after this year.
32-3 is his record against Buffalo.
It'll be 32-4 after that defense gets a hold of him. Now, don't get me wrong. I got Tampa Bay winning that division by a mile. I got Tom Brady getting rest early. The only team that I see challenging them, I really don't. I don't see anybody challenging them. New Orleans included.
I will say this, even though I don't see them. I agree. I will say this. The team that I see coming in second this year will probably lose the division by 3 wins. 3 games.
Yeah, I see it.
And I think that's going to be Carolina.
No, New Orleans. On name alone, it's New Orleans. But you could be
Chargers
right.
Almost beat them last year. Yeah, but Chargers. Yeah, that was the point when Chargers almost beat everybody last year.
Mm-hmm.
But
and almost doesn't count.
Almost doesn't count except for horseshoes and hand grenades.
Okay. They just released the Colts schedule. Let me look at the Colts schedule.
So I'm probably behind. I'm behind because I paused it a little bit, but
yeah,
they're talking about the Atlanta Falcons for me right now, with the addition of their new tight end. I'm blanking on his name from the draft. They just drafted last
Kyle
week.
Pitts, Florida.
Trevor 2 cents Falcons 2021 schedule. I know nothing has been. So they start off week 1. They play the Eagles. Then they travel.
Oh dear.
Then they travel to Tampa Bay. It's the away game at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh dear.
And then they they go up north to play the Giants, which I'm not gonna lie. That's 1 and 2 easily.
Mm-hmm.
They go from with Giants, and they go back down south to play Washington. Then go east London game. I'm not sure how I'm going to do a pregame show on that one. To be honest with you, London game against the New York Jets. Bye week.
Oh boy.
And then they travel to Miami to play Dolphins. Go back home, which that's not going to be much on traveling distance from Miami to Atlanta. They play the Carolina Panthers.
That'll be fun.
Then they go and play New Orleans at New Orleans Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And Then they play at the Dallas Cowboys. At Cowboys.
Yuck.
Patriots Thursday night. At Jacksonville. Home against Tampa. At Carolina. At San Fran. Home against Buffalo.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Home against the Lions, not Buffalo.
Right.
Then they travel away to Buffalo and then at home against the New Orleans Saints.
Well,
I see 4 wins.
a game just popped up on my screen. Oh dear. Honey, October 24th, you're playing hooky. Because
Maggie get fired.
I just told my wife she's playing hooky on October 24th because we're going to be cooking and eating snacks all day and all night.
As opposed to.
Well, there's a very good reason.
Okay.
Because October 24th, there's a Sunday night football game involving your Indianapolis Colts and my San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
Ooh. Which week?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Week 7.
Okay, I'm going to write that down. So, to answer John's first question, does Nagy get fired if they go under 500? And
yes.
Your ass because you're being mean to my Colts, though.
I'm not being mean to your Colts.
Which week?
I just love the fact that the Colts and the 49ers are going to play each other and give us a preview of February 13th in Los Angeles.
So week 7, Colts
Yep.
and 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
So I know some of the leaks happened earlier before the show about Broncos schedule, but nothing. I haven't seen anything since the show started about Denver.
Right.
Probably play New York. The Jets and the Jags. Week 16.
Why did they make that a late season game when neither of them are going to be in the playoff contention?
Yeah, I
Give the real players a break.
She said to give the real players a break.
No.
Yes.
I disagree. Hold on. I disagree because they would be giving a break if the Jets played against one of these tough teams. They were going off and going an easy schedule, so they would be giving those guys a break.
I like her answer better.
Okay.
Giving the real players a break. All right. I got to fly out because someone else challenged me to a debate, and I'm going to eviscerate him for 15 minutes.
I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to actually hop off and be production for another show. So this has been Nate the Great and Brian Snow signing out, and we'll see you guys.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.